Hello, fan base. This is your boy, the Green Talent, coming at you with a video that is 4 days behind. Everybody out there have done their recap for the 2021 NFL Draft. I'm here to get specifics and my analysis and my report about the Eagles and their draft positions, as well as the rookie free agents that they also signed. They signed 7 rookie free agents so far. I'm going to go ahead and name the 7. Then I'm going to go ahead and name the ones that they drafted. But I'm going to start with the drafted first. But before I get to the drafted, I got something that was also a few days old. The USA Today, as you can see, there's the NFL draft where they have the Lawrence boy who was drafted #1 overall by Jacksonville Jaguars, and they also had the grades in here as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the grades first. And there it is. That's the 4th session of the day of that Monday paper. This is actually the Monday. So I'm gonna go ahead and work with this one first and tell you what the grade was given to the Philadelphia Eagles and what they had to say. And this is USA Today. You know what I'm saying? So with them having all of this in perspective, it says too early to tell, which is quite true, but the grades are given to every specific team. But I'm not gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna name all the teams. I could, but I might do that after the fact. But I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the Philadelphia Eagles first. I'm gonna go ahead and give you the grade and what they had to say specifically about the Philadelphia Eagles. So then go ahead and open this paper up right quick to the latter part where it says NFL on the outside and it says NFL on the inside. And here it is right here. So you divide in different sections. This section that I'm gonna need right here at this particular time. So, and here is all the draft here. There is the boy that was drafted by the New England Patriots, Matt Jones. That's him on the paper there. But and below there, all the writing you see below the picture itself is all of the grades given to USA Today by all specific teams. And the Eagles are here as well. So here they go. It says here, the Philadelphia Eagles. It says here, if the mandate was indeed to provide direct support to second-year quarterback Jalen Hurts, not a much better way to do it than going to Alabama for Heisman Trophy winner wide receiver Devonta Smith, who I had the pleasure of mispronouncing this name. I thought it was Devonta, but Devonta with an A at the end. In round 1, and highly regarded blocker Landon Dickerson in round 2. Now, I'm gonna think about these guys later on as I give you my report and stuff about the team itself. Then it says 5th round running back Kenneth Gainwell could be a boom to the run game that hasn't had a 1,000-yard rush since LeSean McCoy, which is quite true to 2014. Which I like 1,000-yard rusher, and that's a 6 or 7, that's a 7 or 8 year highest. We need to be broken either today, either this season or next year after. Either this year, 2021 or 2022, depends on who gets the first 1,000-yard rusher. And other pre-draft moves, including parting with quarterback Carson Wentz, which was 2 months ago prior to this month, mean this team is likely to have 3 first rounders next year. And the grade they given says not bad, grade A. They gave us an A. So let me show you real quick what it says there. Let me see if I can get it in a good position where you can see it. Okay, here we go. See, there it is. Good point. See right here, if you can see where my fingernail is, that's the Philadelphia Eagles right there. And then below here is in bold writing, says grade A. You probably barely can see it, but it's grade A there. So as you can see, all the other teams are also listed, but I'm not going to talk about the other teams. And that's what they said. That's what USA Today said about the Eagles. If USA Today gave the Eagles an A, and some people had given the Eagles a B, C, or a D, depending on which player and which position that they were drafted in. So I got all of my analysis today. The day of the draft. So I'm going to go ahead and break them down in my perspective so you get some idea of what I'm going to come in from for a position. Okay. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, on round 1, 10th overall, Devonta Smith from Alabama, 6 feet, 270 pounds, or 160. And his nickname is Slim Shady. Now, Devonta Smith is probably, I think he was the second receiver the Eagles were actually looking at on the draft board, because they wanted Jamar Chase, but Jamar Chase went like 3 or 4 to the Cincinnati Bengals. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when he left, then the other guy left, the other Alabama wide receiver, he left as well. And so they let the Eagles went on their final option, because Kyle Pitts was drafted early in the Kyle Pitts was drafted before the fifth pick overall. You know what I'm saying? So they ran out of options. They had to go to make some drastic moves, and that's what they did. They moved from 12, which they were at 6 a month and a half ago, from 6 to 12, and then had to trade back up into the top 10 and trade the top 10 with 10th overall pick to none other than the Dallas Cowboys with the 10th overall pick. So the Cowboys wound up taking our pick 12th overall, and they drafted a linebacker. But they had to get Devonta Smith because their options were very lenient and very short. So with Devonta Smith being drafted 10th overall, that was their only choice, because the Giants was also looking at Devonta Smith, because they wanted one of the top 3 receivers in the draft position as well. So if the Giants had made the initiative pick to move up before the Eagles did, it would be no way in hell the Eagles would have gotten Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith probably would have went 9th or 8th, depending on position, by where the Giants were versus where the Eagles were. Like I said, the Eagles were at 12, but they were at 6 a month and a half ago and dropped from 6 to 12. And the trade with the Miami Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went down in perspective. I gave you the weight. I gave you his size and weight, because they said he 166 pounds. Some folks say he 160. Some folks say he 170 or 160 or 166. He one of those 3 weight classes. But whatever it is, people have been talking about his weight, criticizing his weight size. If you look at the tape very well of Devonta Smith, you see how well he ran with that weight. So, but here's what I expect the Eagles to try to do. Since he's at 170 pounds, the Eagles might try to give him the gain 5 extra pounds in the offseason before he comes to either OTAs or training camp, depending on which one they have via the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So he might have gained 5 pounds to his weight class. I don't think he can play at 180. I think 180 maybe a little bit too 80, maybe too heavy for him. So he might go to either 165. If he's at 166, they might have him to gain 4 or 5 extra pounds before he gets to training camp or OTA, depending on which one they have. Like I said earlier in the video, they call him Slim Shady, the Slim Reaper. That's his name. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of pretty cool. I was iffy at the name at first. I wonder why they called him that, but yeah, Alabama they call him Slim Reaper. So so he already got a name in Philadelphia. What they gonna be calling him when week 1 of the season begin. You know what I'm saying? So I expect to hear that, and I might get myself a shirt or something with that on it. But I don't know. It depends on how. And he also picked jersey number 6, which is pretty cool, because the NFL had now changed the rules. Any player on offense or on offense, rather, I believe, can pick any number they choose. So he's going with number 6. And you can't beat that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right. And then with the 2nd round pick, which to me was a questionable pick, you know what I'm saying? He went 37 overall, and that's Landon Dickerson, offensive tackle / center from Alabama. He's 6'6", 333 pounds. He has had quite a bit of an injury bug in 4 of the last 5 seasons he played in the college ranks. From what I've been told, he had 2 ACL injuries, an ACL tear, and he also had a couple. Actually, he had 2 ACL injuries and 2 ankle injuries. Is what it is, 2 ankle injuries. So those plagued him in 4 years, and so he had to redshirt himself for a 5th year. And when he did that, what happened was they said he tweaked his ankle again, and when he did that, that put him out for the rest of the season as well as for the pandemic. So he has some good opportunity to rest that ankle, but the ankle if they're not healthy, I believe he gonna start the season on the PUP list. That's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because the Eagles probably want to make sure that he's healthy before OTAs and training camp begin. But he might miss OTAs. He might be well enough to play when training camp gets here. And if he don't play training camp, he might play some parts of the preseason, and that's if they have one. If not, he might have to wait until the regular season begins before he plays. And that's like 3 months away. So we all know the NFL starts in September. You know what I'm saying? So with it being May, yeah, June, July, August, three months. Well, actually 4 months away. I'm sorry, 4 months away before the season begin. You know what I'm saying? So, but he has pretty good weight. You know what I'm saying? And he's done well. He has a pretty good record, a track record of starting. I think he started like 25 or 30 some games out of so many that he missed. You know what I'm saying? In the 5 years he been with Alabama. So I think it's a pretty good pick. You know what I'm saying? But round 1 is an A+. Round 2 is a C+. So I'm gonna go with C+ on that. And then with the third round, the 73rd overall pick, the Eagles picked Milton Williams, defensive tackle from Louisiana Tech. The guy is 6'4", 284 pounds. The question with this, the thing that I've gotten from this and from what I've heard through the media, they said the Eagles have had no contact with this guy. So I'm not exactly sure what the deal was as to getting this guy, but for some odd reason, he said on I think they was NFL Network. I think that's what it was. And one of the analysts asked him, have he been in contact with the Eagles? And he said the Eagles have had no contact with him whatsoever. The Eagles might have went to his pro day, probably seen him at his pro day such and such, but they probably they never communicate with him. So I'm not exactly sure what deal is with that. But we got another defensive tackle on the roster, and I get this one here a C-. Okay. The 4th round pick, 121st overall, the Eagles picked Zach McPherson, the defensive back. I think he gonna play safety, I believe, but he does have cornerback experience. He's also a DB. I mean, he's a DB with cornerback and safety experience. So whichever the Eagles put him at, I'm not exactly sure. He's 5'11", possible 6 feet, 191 pounds. Good pickup, but should have drafted one in the second with the second or third round pick in mind. So that's the question that I have with that. The Eagles had the second and third round pick. They could have picked a safety. They could have picked a better cornerback with the second overall pick, but they went with a center. And with the third pick, they could have picked a linebacker probably with the third pick. But like I say, I'm just a fan. I can't make these decisions. But those two, the third round and fourth round, the second, third, and fourth round pick were actually questionable picks. So I get this pick a C- as well. Like the third round pick, both picks a C-. Okay, with the 5th round pick, 150th overall, the Eagles picked Kenneth Gainwell, running back from the University of Memphis, my hometown. 5'8", 201 pounds. This guy is stocky built for his size. So like I say, he's 21 pounds. When the Eagles had Freewell when he was 200 pounds, Freewell was like 185, 190, something along up in there. He was real short back. You know what I'm saying? But this guy is 201 pounds, so he's stocky for his size. But he does have adequate speed. He has the ability to break tackles and get into the end zone. He has the ability to also catch the ball out of the backfield. He's a willing, pretty good blocker. You know what I'm saying? So that's the statistics I give for this guy. This pick actually to me was questionable. But the more I did my research and from what other analysts have said about him, this pick is probably a close at the first round pick. So even though the first round pick was an A+, I give this the 5th round pick a B+. It's a B+ to me. You know what I'm saying? So I like the pick. You know what I'm saying? So the Eagles gonna have 2 quick running backs out the backfield. We got our boy Mike. You know what I'm saying? And we got this guy here. So this guy is more likely to make the roster. More likely to, because they got 3 other running backs as well. I forgot the Holyfield, son of Holyfield. son on the roster, as well as the other running back, the one who built like Freewell, Boston Scott. Yeah, Boston Scott. So we got one, two, so the Eagles got 4 or possible 5 running backs on this roster. So the running back room is going to be very interesting. So I'm meant to see who's going to stay, who's going to get cut. So like I said, I gave that pick a B+. Like I said, it's close to the first one. It's the first round pick. All right. The 6th round pick, 189th overall, the Eagles picked Marlin Tootoo. Tuipulatu. I hope I'm pronouncing this name right. He's a defensive tackle from USC. This guy is 6'1" and 1'4", possible 6'2", 307 pounds. This guy is well-rounded defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying? He probably more like gonna be playing inside. I hate the size. I hate that he's 6'1" or 6'2", because Fisher Cox is 6'4", and the other boy we got, he's 6'4" as well. So they got two bigger defensive tackles to man the middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? And then we got a shorter one who probably gonna want to play mop-up duty, or probably gonna want to be on special teams, or he probably could want to be back up to both tackles. So we'll see how that work out. And it's a position I feel we didn't need, but we'll see. What I mean by that is, the Eagles drafted another defensive tackle in the 3rd round. And that one, now that guy's bigger. Now that pick I like better because that's why I gave it a C-. I like that pick better. But Marlin Tootoo, hope I got his name pronounced right. That's a pick. That's a guy they probably shouldn't even have drafted. You know what I'm saying? But they did anyway. And nothing more I can do about that. Like I said, he's heavy. He's stocky built, so he's big, broad. So he's a big, broad shoulder tackle, which accommodates his size at 6'1" or 6'2". And I give this pick a D-, because to me it's a pick that shouldn't even have been picked in the first place. They probably should have picked another player or a linebacker in that position, or another offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have an offensive lineman, because if you notice, in this entire draft, there's no offensive lineman. So I mean, to me, the offensive lineman should have been drafted between 4th and 6th. That's my opinion. 4th and 6th. That when they should have drafted an offensive lineman, but they didn't. Okay, the Eagles had 3 6th-round picks. I just named one for you. The second 6th-round pick is Tyron Jackson, a defensive end from Coastal Carolina. The guy is 6'2", maybe 6'3", 254 pounds. He's undersized, and another player, a position we didn't need, but again we'll see. Like I said before, the Eagles are picking players that, in my opinion, that should not have been drafted. You know what I'm saying? You got some defensive guys that you probably can get off the rookie free agents, or bring in a veteran guy to help. So excuse me, but they choose to go younger. So to me, that pick is also a D-. I get that a D-. I get both round 6 picks a D-, because to me, players, it should have been better players picked at those positions. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't. They choose to go that way. Like I said before, I can only give grades and how I feel about players picked by position. You know what I'm saying? And so the last 6th-round pick is Devonta Smith, a safety from LSU. Now that guy has size. That guy is 6'1", 212 pounds. Finally, a pick I'm happy with. Why so late is what I got. So the reason why I said why so late, because we should have picked a safety with either the 3rd or the 4th round pick. It was putting a good safeties up there. Teams were picking them, and it was flying off the round. Each player, each team was picking. They were picking like that. Pick in, kind of like that. It was constantly going in that motion. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles had plenty of space to move up between the 3rd and the 6th round, or one of these 6th-round picks, and pick the safety. I would prefer a safety in the 3rd round. but they didn't go that route. They waited in the late 6th round to get a safety. So that pick is even better. I give that pick a B plus, like I gave the pick Landon Kenneth Gainwell. I gave Kenneth Gainwell a B plus. I give that pick a B plus. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a safety, and we need safeties badly. You know what I'm saying? So whoever going between Jacoby Smith and Zach McPherson, we see how that work out. Because like I said, Jack McPherson can play safety and corner, but Jacoby Stevens is just strictly safety. So one of them guys is probably gonna make the roster, or might want to practice squad, depending on how that works out. And then last but not least, the Eagles had 3 7th-round picks. They traded two to the Washington Redskins, I believe, and 1 to another team. So they kept 1 7th-round pick, and I figured that they were going. I said the Eagles were gonna have an option to pick. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I said many moons ago, out of all the, because the Eagles had 11. The Eagles had approximately, we had 11 or 12 picks in the draft. The Eagles traded away 2 of them, 1 to Washington Redskins and 1 to another team. And so they're gonna have 2 more picks they got from these teams going into next year, 2021. So 2020 gonna be an interesting year to see what the Eagles are gonna do with 3 first-round picks going further. Okay, with the 7th and final overall pick, 123rd, 234 overall, and the other one pick, number 6, was 224, and this one is 234. The Eagles pick Patrick Johnson, linebacker from Tulane. This guy is 6'2", also undersized, 240 pounds. Damn, again, too late, but again, we'll see. See, I keep saying too late because we should have picked a linebacker between 3rd and 5th round. We should have picked a safety. It should have been the 2nd round should have been a cornerback. 3rd round should have been the safety, and the 4th round should have been a defensive back as well. But like I said, we don't make the decisions and the picks on the clubs to do. So we can only give our analysis and our opinion and our report based on what they've done. But like I said, he's 6'2", 240 pounds. He has nice weight. He's small in size. So I'm not sure what the Eagles are gonna do. But when you got Eagles got, let me see, 1, 2, let me see, 1, 2, 3. The Eagles got the Eagles got 3 players under 6'3". 3 players under 6'3", and they on defense. You know what I'm saying? So why did they choose to pick undersized players? I really ain't got the foggiest idea. The last coach we had to pick undersized players was Andy Reid. When Chip Kelly came to the league, Chip Kelly bought players for size. You know what I'm saying? And so, but you would think that this coach will bring in players for size to complement the guy we already got on our roster. You know what I'm saying? And so that's my NFL draft report. But I also got some rookie free agents that I'm gonna go in and sign off for you guys about the rookie free agent. Because the Eagles only signed 7 rookie free agents by far. And the first rookie free agent that they signed was offensive guard Coyote Awasiki. No, let me pronounce that again. Coyote. Offensive guard Coyote Awasika. Coyote Awasika. Offensive guard, 6'3", 207 pounds from Buffalo. Now we do need offensive linemen, so maybe the Eagles, they didn't get the guys they want in the draft, so they went to the rookie free agent route to fill these needs. And they also picked a tight end named Jack Stroh from Nebraska. He's 6'4", 247 pounds. Now the Eagles currently have 2 guys that are tight ends that are free agents. And the Eagles, I don't know if the Eagles gonna bring these guys back or not. I'm not exactly sure. But they went the young route and got a 6'4", 240 pound tight end from Nebraska. Okay, number 3, they signed center Harry Creeder from Indiana, 6'3", 307 pounds. Now, this pick is not bad, considering that we drafted a center who has a lengthy injury history. So maybe this guy might make the roster. I expect the Eagles to have 2 centers on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually 3. You got Jason Kelce, the veteran, who probably gonna retire after this season. I mean, you got one guy they drafted in the first round who probably be the heir apparent to Kelce, and this guy probably want to be in the backup behind the second stringer. So we see how that goes as well. But he has adequate weight, 207 pounds, and Jason Kelce is 6'2". No, Jason Kelce 6'3", but both guys 6'3". It's just that Jason Kelce is not as heavy as this guy. Jason Kelce is like 200 pounds. This guy is 307, so he's 7 pounds heavier than Kelce. But overall, this is actually a pretty good signing. I'm glad that they got that sign. Okay, the 4th one, they drafted defensive end Jaquan Bailey, Iowa State. The guy is 6'2", 246 pounds, and he finished with a career of 25.5 sacks in college. So another onside defensive end, you know what I'm saying? And maybe this guy may make the roster. Maybe, I'm not exactly sure. You know what I'm saying? But all these guys that I'm naming to you, some of these guys are going to get cut and might make the practice squad. Some are probably going to get cut and never come back. So we'll see how that goes. They picked up a quarterback named Jamie Newman from Georgia Wake Forest. This guy I kind of remember. He started with Georgia. I think he played 2 years at Georgia, I believe, and then he played the final 2 years at Wake Forest. Because the other guy who took his place played better than he did and gave him a better chance to win. So Newman was the backup. So this guy decided to leave after 2 years. I think he started the first year, and the second year he started, but he wanted to get replaced by the other guy. You know what I'm saying? And so, and that on that. And this guy 6'3", 234 pounds. Now this guy's a big quarterback. And the Eagles currently only have Joe Flacco, who's the veteran quarterback, who is gonna make the roster, no question about it. And so this guy, Jamie Newman, probably gonna be the 3rd string quarterback. So he more likely to stay, if anything. You know what I'm saying? And so then number 6 pick, the 6th guy they picked on wide receiver, Jarman Osborne. This guy is 6'2", 217 pounds from Texas A&M. Now, the Eagles currently have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Eagles have 5 wide receivers on their roster currently, including the one they got, including Devonta Smith, who was the 5th wide receiver they drafted this year. We all know Devonta Smith ain't going nowhere. He's a first round pick. First round picks are more likely to make the roster, if anything, unless he's injured. You know what I'm saying? So that's the question that I have with this one. This guy is probably more likely to make the roster. If he did, he probably want to be a special team player with the chance to develop into a receiver. Maybe we're not exactly sure on that one. But also they picked another wide receiver. And this guy I know of, wide receiver Trevon Grimes, University of Florida. Now he's the bigger receiver. He's 6'4", 240 pounds. Now, Trevon Grimes is a damn good receiver. That's your 6th wide receiver. So the Eagles, that's your 7th wide receiver. So the Eagles are going to have 7 receivers on their roster. 7 on their roster. Of the 7, the Eagles are only going to keep 4 wide receivers on the roster. Only 4. So that means that 2 of them guys are going to make the roster. One of them going to keep 4. They keep 4 on the roster, and they're going to leave 3 out, which means that 1 guy's going to get released, and 2 guys are going to be on the practice squad, and 1 might make the roster and probably want to play special teams and probably want to be a backup to the other 3 that they're going to put on the field. You know what I'm saying? So that's the rookie free agents. I give this rookie free agent signing a C a C plus. I give him a C plus. I give this one a C plus, and the reason why I give it a C plus is because four of them 7 guys will make the roster. Three or four. I'm sorry, four of this 7 will make the roster. You know what I'm saying? And so that could be kind of interesting considering the guys that they drafted and the guys that they signed. You know, the guys who didn't get signed. So the Eagles might bring in some more rookie free agents. We're not exactly sure. And if they do, I will try my best to bring a report on those rookie free agents as well. And I hope that you like my draft analysis, my opinion, my report on of these draftees and the rookie free agents and my grades. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I give the whole draft class a B plus. You know what I'm saying? And I give this rookie free agent class a C plus. Like I said, everybody got their own grades. Some people say A, B, and C or D, but I give it a B plus. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said earlier in the video, the reason why I gave our draft class a B plus because some of them guys shouldn't have been drafted. They should have drafted. See, in the first round, you're drafted based on need. Everybody knows the drafted based on needs, by position, and by wants. The second on down to 7 is based on backups or getting guys ready prepared to play special teams, or wind up on the PUP list, or they might get cut, or they might get traded, depending on how that works out. So that's why I gave it a C, or why I gave it a B plus. So like I said before, I hope you guys enjoyed my draft video. Like I said, I'm sorry for it being 4 days late, but I had to get my reports, all my reports and everything that I wanted written down, taken care of before I gave my video and present it to you guys. Because like I said, everybody got their video, their own update video. My boy LB got his own one. 5500 got his own one. Philip Frank got his own one. And my boy Eagle Champ got his own. So all 4 of those guys, including E-Rock, all them guys, they got their own video analysis of how they broke down their NFL draft and their grades. Mine's a C. Mine's a B plus. And my rookie free agent class is a C plus. So, like I said, I can't repeat that any more than what I've already did. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that step short. And once again, thank you for my video. Thank you for watching it. Most importantly, the notification bell on top. Please press that bell so when I bring a video, when I do a video, come direct from me to you, so you can get a look at it and what you think about it. Subscribe to my channel. Comment in the comment section below, and most importantly, share. Please share my video. It's very important. So, without any further ado, this is your boy, the Green Talents, bringing you my 2021 NFL Draft analysis. Enjoy your day. Peace. Victory, fly, Eagles fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3, hit them low, hit them high, and watch our Eagles fly, fly, Eagles fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!